I hope you had a great weekend wherever you are in the world. This is Rick Ray from rickrayfx.com. That is my website where you can go and find more information about trading Forex, currencies, commodities, stock CFDs, and cryptocurrencies. It's been a while since I made a video, but I'm back on track now with my regular Sunday analysis, and this will be fairly brief. Tomorrow, May the 2nd, 2022, is a holiday. It's Labor Day, and so the gold and metals, gold, silver, platinum, etc., are closed for trading. Currencies will be trading in stock CFDs, but expect low volume on Monday, the 2nd of May, 2022. So what we've been looking at, gold has turned bearish as of last week. All right, so we started to see a downward move for several days. It looked like it was going to turn around and be bullish on Friday, and we had a big move up to what was it, about 1919. But then in the closing hours of the market on Friday, it fell back down and closed at 1895. So the bearish trend continues. All right, but the market will be closed on Monday, so we don't expect any movement the first day of the week. But then we could expect to see a continued drop of gold as it continues its bearish move down. 1880 area, the 1880 zone, has been a very, very strong support, and we should see that hold. On Thursday last week, it did come down to 1872, but in that 1870, 1880 range is very, very strong support. As long as we stay above that, we should be able to start making moves to higher prices as May progresses. Where we could get down to, if the downward move continues next week, to our 100-day moving average, which is where it did go on Thursday, and it could go back down there again next week. We might see a slight move up, a correction from the bearish move back up to the 1900, 1910 zone, and then fall back down again, and perhaps to the 100-day moving average, which right now is at 1878. All right, so expect some range trading this week, and let's hope that that 1880 zone around there, 1877, 1875, 1878, 1880 is going to hold as strong support, and then we should see some change in direction and higher prices as we move through this month of May. Then the Euro US, it's been making a long move down, very, very bearish, okay, but oversold. It's 10 on the stochastic, and I don't expect it to go much lower. Some analysts are expecting it to go to 1.03. It did close last week at 1.054. Okay, but this is very, very low. It hasn't been that low since a long time. It's been a long bearish move down. Oh boy, that's since started back in June of last year. It's been moving down, and it's at a very, very low point right now. It doesn't look worth it to me to look at selling the Euro US. I will not go short on the Euro US. I'll wait till it plays out. Perhaps it will fizzle out around 1.03, 1.04, and then I'll just wait for it to give us a bullish signal. Remember, what goes down must go up, and what goes up must go down. And nothing moves in a straight line. We've had a long bearish move here on the Euro US, but it doesn't look worth it to me to take a short trade at the price where it is now. And similar with the AUDUS, big move last week, huge move, very, very oversold. It's 5 on the stochastic. All right, so not worth it to look for a sell trade on this. It can go lower. Yes, it can go lower. All right, but it's at a very strong area, very strong support zone where it is now at 0.7059. Okay, it's hit that a couple of times. We had this double bottom here last year, all right, and early this year, and that's where it is again. So maybe we're looking at a triple bottom. So it's best, in my perspective, to wait for a change in direction, wait for a bullish signal before taking a trade on the AUD US. And same thing with the New Zealand US. New Zealand US taking a big drop, very bearish for the last 3 or 4 weeks. So it's very oversold. It's 12 on the stochastic, and it's dropped below a very strong support already and hit the next support level. So I just wait. I'll wait on this one. It's trading at 0.6455. All right, it's a very low price on the New Zealand dollar. So I will wait for this one to give us a change in direction, and I'll look to go long on this when we see a turnaround. The pound US is also very low, oversold. It's 11 on the stochastic. So it looks like we did have a bullish move on Friday of last week, but whether or not this is a change in direction or just a correction, we'll have to wait and see. But it's at a very strong support level, 1.2404, 1.2400, very strong support zone in that range. So it might consolidate there for several days before we could see whether it's going to break below that and continue further down, or perhaps make a change in direction. So again, this is very oversold, very low prices. This is the way the market has been for the last 3 or 4 weeks. And just at these prices, though, these very low prices, I'm not interested in going short. Just be patient, wait for this consolidation, these currency pairs to play themselves out, and let's see if we get a change in direction. And another interesting one here, I'll go ahead and go through the major pairs. The USDCAD is bullish. Okay, but again, that's at a very strong support level. You see where it's been here before. Can it continue higher? Yes, it can, but I'm not interested in going long on the USDCAD. Just be patient and wait. You see it's had 4 days here where it's in this zone here where it's not able to continue higher. It tried on Friday. Looks like it could possibly continue higher, but that's not clear yet. So probably we'll see some retracement here if this is going to continue to be bullish before it makes a break to move higher. Let's zoom in here and see. You see how strong that range is right there? Okay, it can go a little bit higher. Yes, it can, but here, and here, all the way back to August of last year, it's not been able to move much higher above this blue line here, this resistance zone that I have drawn. So it's best to just wait and see whether this is going to be the turning point, the change in direction for a fall back down to a support level. And the USD Swiss franc, my goodness, what a run that has been making. Okay, and definitely it's very overbought. Okay, 94 on the stochastic. So I'm not interested in going long on that. Wait for it to pull back. How many green candles we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 candles in a row, almost 2 weeks of trading for the USD Swiss franc, and it just moved up so dramatically. How long has it been since it's been at that price? Oh, I don't know if the chart goes back that far. Yes, it does. It was back in May 2 years ago, before the US dollar Swiss franc was that high. So 2 years ago, where it hit these prices, then you see that that's about as high as it got then, went a little bit higher, came back down, but consolidated in that zone. So it's best to wait and see how this is going to play out. We will definitely see some correction here, as this is very overbought, and it could continue higher. It's definitely bullish, but I'm very hesitant to go long on the USD Swiss franc with it being at these very high prices. And the USDJPY, oh my goodness, a sad story for the JPY. It's just not the safe haven that it used to be. It's really in very low prices. Hasn't been this sad of a case for the JPY in many years. So the USDJPY is very high price right now, 90 on the stochastic. So there's definitely going to be some correction on that, some pullback. And yes, it can go higher, and we have to wait and see whether the Japanese central bank is going to intervene and try and strengthen the Japanese yen. But it's definitely bullish right now. Then the AUDJPY, we are starting to see a change in direction, and this is bearish, has turned bearish now. It's been so long that it's been going up and up and up and up. It's been a long time since it's reached these high prices. Now starting to fall down, made a correction in midweek last week, but I think we will see a continuation of the bearish trend on the AUDJPY. And the CADJPY, well, the price of oil is very stable, above $100 a barrel, so that's good for the Canadian dollar, and that means that the weakness of the JPY and the strength of the Canadian dollar, and you see this huge move. It's CADJPY traded in this very tight range for so long, and then it just took off like a rocket and never looked back. We're starting to see some correction here. And will this be a change in direction? Not yet. The CADJPY is still bullish, so I'm just waiting to see whether this is going to be a definite change in direction, and we can take a short trade on this one, but not yet. It's not a clear trend just yet. Swiss JPY is neutral on my chart, on my daily chart. And it has also made a big run. Okay, everything with the JPY pair has been bullish because of the weakness of the Japanese yen, but now we're starting to see a potential change in direction with these pairs, but the Swiss JPY is neutral, so that means no trade on that one. And then just to scroll down and look at one of my favorites, the pound New Zealand, and sideways for a long time here, long time, but looks like it could be making a move up. And once it gets started, and it made a good move on Friday, went up to a previous resistance level. Once it does move, it can make a big move up, way back up into this area. You see, and this one is one of the best trending pairs that we have. Okay, you see when it starts to move, then it really goes. When it starts to fall, then it really falls down. And once this takes off, it could get back up into this area here. So the numbers that I have on my chart is that this is definitely bullish, but that was such a big move on Friday that we need to wait for this to come back, give us a correction, and go to your lower time frames, your 1 hour or 4 hour, and let this do a correction, and then and use your shorter time frames to get a good entry, a better price. Don't buy at these high prices here. This will fall back. Okay, the pound New Zealand moves more than any other currency pair. It can move 300 pips in a day. So when it corrects, it can correct back to 100, 200 pips. So let this fall back and take your trade at perhaps the 20 EMA or the 10 EMA on the daily chart. Okay? So just to quickly look at the DXY, the US dollar is stronger than it's been in a long time, and likely to continue, but we'll wait and see. Now trading at 103.21 on the DXY, and I hate looking at the JPY basket. Here's the sad story of the JPY. Just continued down for so many consecutive days, trying to make a bit of a recovery, but then falling back from that. And we just need to wait and see whether the Japanese central bank is going to intervene and try and prop up the Japanese yen. And Bitcoin, well, it seems everyone's lost interest in Bitcoin as far as trading goes. In April, which was right up in here, this was the end of March, and then the 1st of April right there, where we got about $48,000 was the high price at the end of March, and now it's trading at 37,000. So lost $10,000 in the month of April. $10,000 drop in the month of April. That is why I don't trade Bitcoin. I buy Bitcoin, but I don't trade it. I buy and hold. Dollar cost averaging. It doesn't matter to me what the price is. I just buy once a week. But if you trade, oh, it's very volatile. Okay, so that's it from me, guys. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a good week of trading. wherever you are in the world. And don't forget to go to my website, rickrayfx.com, and for more information on trading currencies, commodities, stock CFDs, and cryptos. Any comments, leave them below this video. I do reply to all my comments, or you can telegram me at rickrayfx. Okay, thanks again. Take care. Have a great week. Bye-bye.